.6 Retro FM. We play the music you want to hear. Hello, I'm RetroJules. I'm so pleased you could join me today. We have had such glorious weather in the UK, and as a result of that I haven't been tanking much, but I've been getting out at the weekend. I've been chatting to Sonic Rainboom and he just said, you know, what are you up to this weekend, Retro? And I said, well, I'm going to the coast and going to have a picnic and take my lovely wife and we're going to go for a walk. And he sort of sent me a message saying, really wish I could come with you, you'll have to go for me. And I thought, do you know what? Why don't we all go and enjoy the day? I bought some sweets for the journey. They're Cadbury's milk chocolate buttons and perhaps springing chocolate on the hottest day of the year wasn't such a good idea. Yuck. So I thought we'd go down on the coast and I'd just show you around. It's 40 minutes from where I live, and you never know, might even meet some people that know me. Yeah, I don't think there's much chance of that. So here we are at Worth Matravers. Put your walking boots on. I'm going to take you for a walk. We're going to go down Seacombe Valley, walk along the coast to Dancing Ledge, back up quite a steep hill, and walk back on the Priest's Way. I'll play some music and chat to you on the way. So this is the Isle of Purbeck. It's not an island, it's just an area known as the Purbecks, and it's called the Isle of Purbeck. And this is the Priest's Way. This is where the walk starts, and this is where the walk will finish. And I'm going to take you down Seacombe Valley, and this is the top of Seacombe Valley. It's about 3/4 of a mile down what is normally a beautiful, lush valley, down to some craggy shores. But we have had pretty much 60 days of incredible temperatures in the 30s and no rain. So this is normally a lush green valley, and with the weather we've had and the way it looks, it's actually almost a little bit Greek or Turkish looking with the muted colours, but the sea is a beautiful blue colour, not a cloud in the sky. My parents used to walk me on this coastline every single weekend when I was a kid. And rumour has it that down by the sea, at the bottom of this valley, I was even conceived. God only knows what my parents used to get up to. But I thought that myself and the wife, and bring you guys along as well, for this lovely walk on this beautiful day. It's about 32 degrees. Come on, dear. Over you go.
When the wind is here, yeah, it's party time. Bring a bottle, wagon back, 'cause it'll soon be summertime. And we'll sing again. We go driving, or maybe we'll settle down. She's rich, she's nice, bring your friends and we'll all go into town.
And it was so hot. The poor old sheep just had to find any shade they could. If I was broadcasting this video in Wales right now, this would probably have to have an 18 certificate because of its content. You're sleepy sheepy. So this is a really lovely bit of coastline to get to. If you don't like sand and gritty beaches, then it's absolutely brilliant for snorkeling. It's deep, it's got caves you can go in, and this whole coastline is known for its quarrying. Over you go, Dick. Nice shoes. So to the left, that path on the left goes down to the shore, but we're going to go around to the right, so we'll come back and go down there. But we're going to go around to the right just there. And these are the caves where all the quarrying used to take place. And once upon a time, before it was fenced off, you could go into those, and they go in really, really deep. And truth be known, you can still jump the fence and have a look yourself. And this is the shoreline. This is your typical Purbeck shoreline. Really fun for rock pooling, scrabbling. This coastline is quite popular with cliff climbers. And the sea was just so clear. So back to that style, and this is the path that we were going to take on the left. And this is going to drop down to the water.
Stately home, blazing on a sunny afternoon, and I can't sail my yacht. He's taken everything I got. All I've got's this sunny afternoon. Save me, save me, save me from this squeeze.
And here we are, down on these big flat ledges. The tide is out as far as it goes. When the tide's up, it's right up to where I am now on the top of this rock. And in the winter, the waves come rolling in, and it's really quite dramatic. But it's a beautiful, calm day. And you don't get many people. A, because it's quite a long walk, and B, because not many people know how to get here. And it's just fun. You can bring a picnic down here, nice flat ledges to lay your blankie on. And I was fully togged in my walking boots, and I didn't even get to dip my toes in, but the swimmers said the water was wonderful. Normally it is absolutely chuffing freezing, and even in a wetsuit you struggle. So we walked back up to that stile, and now we're going to follow the coastline. So that, where those people are, was where we just were, in the beautiful waters. It is such a lovely day, and it was... Me and the wife are going to do this a little bit more often, actually. And there's a lot of stiles along the coast.
So pleasantly live this life of luxury.
So this is another little quarry, and you can just hop over the fence and make your way down. You can't get down to the water here, but it's really popular with people who like to practice climbing. And this is Hedbury, and actually it's really good down here. I didn't go down because the wife wasn't up for it, but there's, right underneath where we are, there's like little, it's all been quarried out, and it's all kind of caved in places, but there's like little potholes that you can sort of crawl through, and it's really, really good fun, especially if you do it without a torch, because they're pitch black and you're feeling your way through, and there's spiders and slugs and all sorts of nasties, and it's good fun. And I don't know if you can see it, but there's a cannon mounted on a concrete plinth. This was never a defence point, it's nothing to do with the World War. It was a cannon that was lifted from the bottom of the sea from a wreck, and they just mounted it there as a decorative point of interest. And dry stone walls are very much the style of the Purbecks. You may have heard of Purbeck stone. This is where it comes from. And we're now heading towards Dancing Ledge, which is another very popular, I say very popular, certainly not crowded, another popular spot for snorkeling, swimming, jumping in the water, cliff climbing.
Time flies by in the yellow and green. Stick around and you'll see what I mean. There's a mountain top that I'm dreaming of. If you need me, you know where I'm.
And there we go, so that's the side for Seacombe, that's where we've just come from. And we're going to hop over here and go down to Dancing Ledge.
Underneath the hot sun, feeling like someone.
And it's so popular, somebody actually cut in some steps, which makes life rather easy to get down. It's a little bit tricky to get down to the water. There used to be a huge boulder that you could jump onto and then drop down to the water, but it got washed out in a storm. So I'm just going to sort of just walk you around Dancing Ledge. It's called Dancing Ledge because the waves dance on the ledge. It's all quarried, that's why the layers are so flat and machined. And if you actually look at that ledge sticking out down the bottom, the big ledge where people are walking, hey, you'll actually see some sort of tracks where they used to wheel the quarry stone to the boats.
I'll be riding shotgun underneath the hot sun, feeling like a song on a song on a song on a song.
So I bought my GoPro with me and a great big long selfie stick so I could dangle it over the cliffs and hopefully give you some really good bird's eye views of this coastline. So we're down on the Dancing Ledge itself, and there's like a quarried rock pool here. It's not natural, it's been cut, and it makes a really good salt swimming pool for people who don't like the waves or don't like the deep water. And it's what makes this such a popular spot, because the kids can come down, they're out of harm's way, there's not too many nasty creatures in the water, And it's such a chilled spot and everybody's really friendly. It's just relaxed because you've had to walk at least a mile or two to get to this point. So you've got quite dedicated people that come here to have a swim and have a relax, have their lunch and have a climb. And we'll walk down the other end. And watch a few people jumping in the water and just see what people are up to. Cheers mate, have a good day. Bye. Yeah, see, getting up isn't so easy. So we stopped here. We had a sandwich and a packet of crisps and a drink. And it's all uphill from here. Back up to the stile, onto the Priest's Way, and back to the car park. It's such a good spot for cliff climbers because you can use the internal cliffs or you can use the cliffs by the water, and schools come down to learn how to climb and Scrabble. It's a really good atmosphere down on Dancing Ledge. And I hadn't been down here for years and years and years, and it was nice to bring you guys with me too. Now that didn't really come across on camera, but that was some sort of World War II American fighter plane. But with a GoPro, I couldn't zoom. So back to the Priest's Way, and it's a very level walk back to the car park. Oh, Retro, come on, stop horsing around. Such a beautiful day. Popular with mountain bikers too, but not great for mountain biking because of all the stiles that you have to carry your bike over. Now these guys said they really enjoyed the music, so I spent a little bit of time with them. And little did I know that my wife would be busting some moves on the dance floor, cattle grid floor.
Staying alive, staying alive. Staying alive.
So that was our walk. We parked in Worth-Matravers, we walked down Seacombe Valley, along the coast to Hedbury, to Dancing Ledge, back up to this, the Priest's Way, which runs from Swanage along the tops to, well, roughly about here actually. I think this is actually where the Priest's Way starts. I think it goes from Worth with Travers to Swanage. So we'll walk on back to the car and I'll drive you home. And we're going to go past the Square and Compass, locally known as the Squump, which is a tiny, tiny little pub, and great, if you're not driving, for a nice refreshing pint. Well, wasn't that a special day? Actually, it was an extra special day. Every day is special with my wife, and it was extra special because I had you guys, glorious sunshine and gorgeous blue seas to look at. Really hope you enjoyed that as much as I did. I mentioned at the beginning that there were some codes to give away. I've got 20 codes to give you 7 days of premium, 500,000 silver, 5 large repair kits, 5 first aid kits and 5 automatic fire extinguishers. All you have to do is name every music track and artist that I've used in this video. If you're on Xbox, you need to message your answers to Wickers75, and if you're on the PlayStation, you need to message your answers to Ricky Tiki Tavi. Thanks a lot for joining me, guys. I'm now going to drive you home. We'll put the radio on and I'm going to drive you past Corfe Castle, which is quite a famous landmark in the UK. Keep safe, keep walking, keep enjoying the sun, and I'll see you soon. 98.6 Retro FM. We play the music you want to hear.
Born to be alive,
Thank